Okay, members, I declare the meeting open to the public. Can I welcome you all to the 39th meeting of the Public Accounts Committee in this mandate? And can I also advise that the committee meeting will be recorded and broadcast throughout Parliament buildings and online. However, there could be a slight delay in moving between any private and public sessions, so please be patient with the system. Can I also advise anybody who may be joining us in the public gallery that they're welcome to use mobile devices as long as they're in airplane mode and that all devices are muted. You can also connect to the Assembly Wi-Fi. The password is detailed in the gallery rules, and it is not permitted to take photographs or record any of today's proceedings. We'll proceed, members, as follows. We have apologies from Tom Buchanan, MLA, and as outlined, we have joining us remotely Patrick Largley, MLA, Colin Crawford, MLA, and Cathal Boylan, MLA. Hopefully all three of you can hear and see us, and if not, just indicate to the clerk via message. And members, the rest of you are welcome back after Easter break. Can I refer members to the pack for a copy of the draft minutes of the meeting on the 10th of April, pages 5 to 11 of the meeting papers? And if members have a chance to look at that and are happy, I'll sign that. Are members content?
Content.
Thank you. Okay, members, agenda item 3, any declaration of interests to declare for this meeting? Cheryl Brown.
Sorry, Chair, just as a member of the Policing Board.
Okay, Board. Okay, Cathal Boylan, same Cathal, yeah?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, thanks, Cathal. Okay, members, agenda item 4, Chairperson's Business. I just want to take this opportunity to welcome everyone back after your Easter break. I hope it was enjoyable. I also want to put on record my thanks to Cheryl, the Deputy Chair, for chairing meetings whilst I was absent, and the same to Colin Gildernew, because I appreciate you both stepping in. I don't know, Cheryl, you had an interesting cafe conversation day as well, which I've had good feedback on. So thank you both, and thanks to the committee staff as well. Okay, members, matters arising. Can I refer you to pages 15 and 16 of the pack for a draft response to the BMA in response to the letter of the 4th of April 2025, which was discussed at our last meeting. If members would just take note of that. Are you in agreement to issue the draft response as outlined? If there's any issues?
No.
Okay. Okay, members, we'll issue that response. Thank you. Okay, members, at pages 17 to 20 of the pack is a letter from Maine Medical Practice regarding a potential site visit to their practice as part of the inquiry into access to GP services. Can I seek members' views on attending and suggest there's a number of suggested dates that have been kindly provided by the practice. I know this was discussed just prior to Easter as well. You want to confirm who is attending and the dates? Would that be?
Okay. Yeah. What was agreed was that there would be a delegation of members, so it wasn't the entire committee. So it was essentially, who would be available to attend. So the dates that provided by the practice are Tuesday the 6th, Thursday the 8th of May afternoon, Tuesday the 13th. So it's either Tuesdays or Thursdays. Obviously with Thursdays it would need to be in the morning because of this committee meeting. So it's really just if there's any of those dates that
Tuesdays
suit.
won't work for any of us.
No.
So
Well, then it would be
Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, so the 22nd of May.
Okay. And have we agreed who's attending?
No, it was just left that we would get dates and then we'd the committee would then work it out.
Yeah, it was whenever it was up in Antrim, I think it was kind of, wasn't some of our members up that direction were thinking about it, but I think the times probably won't sit Cheryl and I with it being Tuesdays and then Thursdays with police on boards, just a bit disappointing. I don't know about Colin in terms of committee.
I can go on a Thursday morning, but
Colin?
Sorry, I have visit on Thursday the 22nd, so that date would suit me.
Okay. Yeah. I think members, I'll ask the clerk to speak with these individually to see what's its best, and then we can try and make it a line for, I think, 2 delegates, unless anyone else is interested, is sufficient. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, members. Can I refer members to pages 21 to 31 of the pack for a further update on the MOR on mental health services in Northern Ireland from the new Department of Health Accounting Officer, Mike Farrar. This is in response to a request sent by members following our last meeting due to a number of target dates within the update having passed with no further update. Members will note for the forward work programme that this item is scheduled for further consideration on the 15th of May 2025. So members, are you content that we note this correspondence and return to it as a substantive agenda item on the 15th of May? Okay, thank you. Okay, members, under item 6 of correspondence, can I refer you to a letter from a member of the public at page 33 of the pack highlighting concerns about the role of the CNAG and the Northern Ireland Audit Office and the potential conflict of interest in respect of major capital projects in Uri, Mourne and Down. Members, obviously due to the sensitive nature of this correspondence, I'd suggest strongly that it be discussed further in closed session after the remaining correspondence has been considered. So if members are agreed, can we defer this letter for consideration in closed session at the end of today's business? Okay, thank you. Okay, members, I also refer to a letter from the FDA, trade union representing managers and professionals in public services at page 34 of the pack, raising concerns about comments made by a member during the inquiry into major capital projects, the follow-up report. Can I seek members' views on a response to the FDA? I think, members, we might wish to thank, obviously, the individual for the correspondence and also highlight that the inquiry is based on the audited findings of the Northern Ireland Audit Office report of the same title and the oral and written evidence subsequently provided by the department officials and the head of the civil service. The committee's report reflects this evidence and has based its findings and recommendations on the evidence it received. We also might wish to advise the members, if agreed, that the committee is waiting for the official response from the executive on the committee's recommendations, which should be about mid to late June. And also maybe include a comment that the inquiry will then have concluded and it will be for the department to take on board the implementation of the recommendations. Diane?
Yeah, thank you. In reference to this, I feel quite strongly about it. I made comments as an individual in this space, and I don't feel that it's appropriate as a committee that the trade unions engage with on behalf of senior civil servants. In this committee, you know, we question the senior civil servants directly as part of our business, and whenever I was challenged by this, I actually met this individual on behalf of this organisation, and I feel that comments made by me as an individual member on my opinion piece are best engaged with myself and them, and I have met separately, so I feel that this has been dealt with that way, and just to put that on record, I don't really think that has anything to do with the committee.
Members, any other comments? Yeah, I've looked at this and I've outlined a number of points that we may want to consider generally because there's still outstanding matters, and I've also think it is advisable that we ask the individual who I think has contacted you to deal directly with you to discuss the comments which, as you've already outlined, were made as an MLA and not as a member of the Public Accounts Committee. Would that be agreeable? Members okay with that? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Eric, you're okay with those actions? Yeah?
Yep.
All right, okay. Okay, can I refer members to the letter from Chris Quinn from the Northern Ireland Commissioner for Children and Young People, pages 35 and 36 of the pack, sharing reports produced by NICE and are of relevance to the inquiry into access to general practice in Northern Ireland. Can I seek agreement from you members to share these reports with the Northern Ireland Audit Office for inclusion in the final report? All agreed?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Can I also refer members to a letter from the BMA at pages 37 to 39 of the pack providing an update on ongoing negotiations in respect of contractual arrangements within general practice in Northern Ireland. Are members content to note, and we can discuss further in closed session? Okay, thank you, members. Okay, members, we will now move into closed session. Are members in agreement that we move now to closed session? Okay.
Senate Chamber. Sound. Senate Chamber. Sound.